It was a brief meeting in which there was only one agenda. It was triggered off by a letter which was written to me by the Finance Minister of Gujarat, requesting for a reconsideration of the September 2021 decision taken in the Council. And that decision was taken more in the process of correcting the inversion in the tax structure. Inversion exists in so many different items, different levels, and the layer of complexity also vary from item to item. But since 2019, there were about 10 items approximately on which every sitting of the council, barring one I think which was on the compensation cess, every session since 2019, the council had considered on those items in which detailed presentations were made by the Secretariat on where the inversion was and how much as a result refunds were going out and as to what revenue was not actually being generated. So if you remember, sometime early 20, much before the lockdown set in, there was a GST Council meeting also held in Vigyan Bhavan, where in spite of the fact that there were several items on which the discussion had happened, just on the mobile telephone, a decision was taken, saying yes, the correction has to happen. Post which, every sitting, as a part of the duty, the Secretariat would highlight to the Council as to where the corrections are and would the Council consider wanting to do the correction. And each time the Council, in its wisdom, said maybe not now, but yes, we agree there is an inversion. So in September in the Lucknow meet, the issue again came up and it was decided that correction be made in several items, some of which came into effect immediately, and some others, like these two, were pending for 1st January implementation, which is coming up tomorrow. Between September and, say, early December, there wasn't anything to be talked about or to be considered. But from December, and actually during the session of the Parliament, representations started coming. Some delegations also came and met me. And on the 29th, the letter also comes from the Chief Minister, from the Finance Minister of Gujarat. And therefore the emergency meeting. And what are the decisions of the emergency meeting, Council's meeting today? That we retain the status quo and not go to 12% from 5%, meaning don't do the correction now. In the case of textile was the only issue of this discussion in this emergency meet. Then, because again it's a question of inversion, several ministers also spoke about what are the long-term ways in which the Council is going to look at correcting these kind of things and also have a plan for revenue generation. There, as you all know, there is already a committee to look at the rate rationalization being headed by the then Finance Minister of Karnataka, who incidentally is the Chief Minister of Karnataka now. So under his convenership, there is a committee which is looking into rate rationalization, and it was decided today in the emergency meeting that textile again will be also put to the committee to review it along with the other items which they are anyway now reviewing. And the decision of the committee was that, one, it will go to that rate rationalization committee to also include textile in their review and submit a report by February, which I agreed to have it circulated to all the ministers, and post that to hold either end February or sometime in March, post that report coming, a council meeting in which the committee's recommendations and committee's report itself be discussed. That will be on every item, but today we have included even textile back again. That exactly is what is there to report from today's emergency council meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. We'll now take questions. Okay, 120.
Ma'am, Timsi Jaipurya, this side from CNBC TV 18. Given that now the committee will give a report, is there any quantum of how much worth of credits, because this inversion was actually causing a hardship to the industry in terms of claiming the ITC credits. So is there any quantum that we have, that how much of credits would this inversion mean outgo from the government coffers or from the collections? Because there was a proposal earlier also on correcting this duty, where it was felt that ITC is getting leaked to those whom it is not due. So any point or any quantum over there? Also, secondly, why did the council not consider a similar correction on footwear? Because footwear is also a common use item, especially that too below 1,000 rupees per pair. I understand from state finance ministers that even that was being asked, though it was not on the agenda, but it was being discussed, but no decision over there. Why so?
Yes, no, there is the decision on it.
Any quantum on the
No.
Okay, 175.
Ma'am, Shubham here from The Print. Ma'am, what was the rationale given by the states, and especially the letter that came to you, on why there should be a deferment on this, on GST on textiles to 12%?
Well, the letter per se didn't have any rationale except for saying that it may not be the best time to do it now. Industry is in difficulty, and fairly generic. The industry, while representing inter alia, felt that there could be a temptation not to come into the system, meaning into the formalized system, and the immediate pressure could mean that many of them would go into informal ways of doing business, and please, it may not be possible now to do it. That was one of the things which, and also the second was it would burden the lower end of the buyers. Whilst that wasn't the intent. That wasn't the intent, and it wasn't decided by any one person. It wasn't decided by any one minister, nor was it decided alone by any one minister, nor was it decided by one sitting of the council. Several sitting of the council, several aspects of what governs inversion, and several consideration. Honestly, even that consideration, that would it hurt the end consumer, were all in detail discussed. And detail discussed each sitting, as I said. And at no point in time did anyone question the arguments of what an inversion does to the tax structure. Not at any one point in time in any one of the several sittings was there this question that, no, the arguments being put forward are not valid. Actually, the inversion is not hurting revenue. And the inversion is actually incentivizing any one particular section or anything of that kind. So the reason why I'm elaborating this in the reply to your question is, there is a complete consensus that inversion hurts everybody. However, that one particular layer within the entire value chain of the textile may end up having some of its items becoming slightly more expensive. When the details actually have been discussed, as it prevails now, the inversion gets corrected if there was to be a rate, let us say, of 7 to 8%. The GST structure gives you only a 5% or a 12% or an 18% or a 28%. Some exceptional one or two categories would have 1 or 2% down, which is just exclusive to them. In this, the understanding the rationale which goes into the mathematics of it clearly identifies, and even there is a sense that if there were to be a rate which is 7 or 8%, you'd probably correct the imbalance or the inversion. However, these are nitty-gritties and these are details of the whole thing. The overriding push was probably because a certain segment of the industry felt it would immediately cause an increase in the price. And there's no arguing, if that's the case, we'll have to